Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the Magic Show. Now this week we have our own exclusive spoiler. WotC unleashed the friggin' floodgates with brand new stuff to talk about, so let's get to it. Now first up is my own little spoiler. Yes, every set I get to hold it and caress it and call it George, and then I get to unleash it on the world. Now this spoiler, it's a fatty boom booms, and obviously they undercosted it, so let's first set up a 6/6 flyer for 2 colorless and 2 black. Now you know, and I know, they can't just let this thing be a vanilla 6/6 flyer. What's the catch? Well, it's interesting. Check out Desecration Demon. Yeah, the boom booms, they fly, but this card is deceptively interesting. Now, first, you can easily eschew the whole mess by saying, you remember Lingering Souls, right? Yeah, about that. But this guy is more interesting than that. I mean, first up, if your opponent has no creatures, they have no way to sacrifice one so it can't attack. Secondly, if you destroy their last creature before the combat step begins, they can't sag it to prevent an attack. And thirdly, oh yes, there's a freaking thirdly up in here, if you have multiples out, things get gross real quick. Now, Mono Black, Dimir Control, whatever 3-color hybrid mess that shows up as a part of Ravnica Standard, will all want to have a finisher. They want something that can finish the game in 3 to 4 swings, and with the help of shock lands, you normally only have to deal 18 in the next year or two to end things for your opponent. Sure, it's unreliable in some ways, but in others it's a consistent removal as your opponent doesn't want to let it swing. And the very thing preventing it from swinging is making it scarier and harder to deal with. Now do note, of course, that it can just be chump locked, and that's fine too. I'll take my undercosted fatties any way I can get them. I, for one, am super curious as to how old Desecration Demon ends up in Standard, but my guess is it will be much more fun at the kitchen table. Now I'd like to thank Wizards of the Coast for giving me my own spoiler this go around as usual, and with my official spoiler out of the way, let's talk turkey. Now first up, Shockland!